Hello, and welcome to the Follow the Moon Challenge. My name is Allison. I will be your host on this journey with the moon. Every day, there will be a video uploaded to YouTube that will help you connect to the moon energy and the zodiac sign that the moon is currently in for the day. This will help you get familiar with that energy and to see how you kind of react to it, respond to it, or connect to it. Follow along in the Just a Phase Moon Planner and be sure that you're tracking your mood and your mood tracker for the month. Or just a regular journal will do. Every video will list the moonrise time in Eastern Standard Time, and it will also list the meridian time, which is when the moon should be directly overhead in the sky, so that you can make a point to try to go outside and see if you can spot the moon and connect to its energy. I'm so excited to go down this moon rabbit hole with you. Thanks for following along on this journey. Be sure to like the video every day. Make sure that you're subscribed with the notification bell so that you get notified every time we upload our new videos. Thanks for hanging out with me in Wonderland today. I hope you enjoy today's video. Welcome to day 8 of the Follow the Moon Challenge, where we have a first quarter Taurus moon. The moon will rise at 11:14 a.m. this morning. It will be directly overhead in the meridian of the sky at 6:38 p.m., and then it will set early tomorrow morning at 2:12 a.m. We will pretty much be in Taurus energy all day today until around 10:29 p.m., where the moon will move into void of course and start to transition into Gemini. So we will start day 9 off with Gemini energy. So a first quarter is when the moon is half lit, or half full as I like to call it, because that reminds me that the moon is increasing with energy and light. So your energy and light should also be increasing today. So this is where I'm going to get a little bit hippy dippy woo woo on you here. One of the main reasons that I have created the moon planner and follow the moon in general is because I feel like by following the moon cycles, it connects us to our earth. By tapping into how we feel and our emotions, which is what the moon connects us to, is in turn helping us to learn about ourselves and our cycle, as well as the cycles of the earth and the seasons of the year. So because Taurus energy is connected to Venus and love, and going with the idea that love is everything and that we are all one, I really want you to connect to the earth today and to love in general. When we talk about love, we talk about relationships, and relationships are sticky and complicated and can leave people feeling lonely if they're not in a relationship and ostracized. Or I'm not talking about relationships here. I'm talking about the feeling of love. Think back to like your earliest memory of experiencing love. That probably wasn't a partner or significant other. Of course, other than your parents loving you, it was probably something that just gave you this awe and wonder and like joy of experiencing life. That feeling that you are safe protected, and divinely loved. So, like unconditional love, universal love. It's recently been brought to my attention that there are so many different kinds of love, and the Greeks actually had 8 words for love, and they all mean different things. And the love that I'm talking about here with Taurus energy is divine masculine energy, and what I think can be described as agape, a selfless, unconditional love that's often used in religious contexts, a love of choice that serves others with humility. Other words that the Greek used for love: philia, an affection or friendship between close friends and family, a personal attachment that's more about feeling than actions; storge, which is a bond of love between family members, such as parents or children, but it doesn't always mean that you like them, but it's like an unconditional love. You'll always be there for them. A protective love that can withstand hardships. Eros is a romantic love that's associated with passion and intimacy and the idea of falling in love and being in love. Ludus is a playful, non-committal love that is associated with flirting, seduction, and casual sex. Epithumio is a desire for something which can be positive or negative. In a positive sense, it's a desire for something good, while in a negative, it's a desire for something bad. It also is derived from the word epitome, which is a person or thing that is a perfect example of a particular quality or type. Philatia is a love of self, which we are always preaching about in the spiritual community. And mania can be an obsessive love. Isn't it cool that we have so many different words for love and makes so much sense because love is such a complex thing, feeling, emotion, whatever you want to call it. And so to have different words to describe different types of love is so relieving and refreshing to me. But it's also really interesting because we have 2 zodiac signs, Taurus and Libra, that are both ruled by Venus, the planet of love. And it kind of makes me wonder, like, do we need to have those 2 signs incorporate the energy of love because it is so complex and multifaceted that we need to have these, the earthy Taurus and the airy Libra, to represent those different feelings. Going back to agape, in the Wild Unknown Archetypes Oracle deck by Kim Kranz, there is an agape card in here, and the key words for it are devotion and unconditional love. What if, instead of putting yourself at the center of your spiritual practice, you put God, goddess, or nature at the center? How would this change your approach? Such is the energy of agape. It is alive when we are in awe and wonder, our breath taken away by the sacred force that surrounds us and asks for nothing in return. This card can indicate a spiritual initiation that stretches your capacity to love and serve. You sense the earthly as the heavenly and vice versa. Such an initiatory moment can appear in any form, like a healing balm to the modern soul. Its effects last a lifetime. The agape card may also suggest that you reassess what you worship every day, consciously or unconsciously. What are you elevating? Where does the sacred ladder you climb ultimately lead to? So by exploring these different words for love, these different feelings for love, these different experiences of love, these different relationships to love, I feel like can help us tap into Taurus energy, earth energy, and divine masculine energy. Because I feel like in order to feel these things, experience these things, you have to be taken to a place where you are grounded and centered and connected to spirit. And I know that we always focus on the upper chakras, the third eye, the crown, and the soul star chakra in order to connect to spirit, but we have to feel safe, we have to feel protected, which means we have to focus on our root chakra and our earth star chakra and even our sacral and our solar plexus chakra that's going to help us get into our body, get rooted and connected so that we can connect again to spirit. And I feel like Taurus energy encapsulates divine masculine energy. And this divine masculine energy is protective and provides safety, shelter, a foundation, a structure that shelters you. And that is the earth. The earth gives us all of those things. The earth is going to support us. So do something today that connects you to the earth. I would encourage you to go take a walk outside. Put your feet on the ground, hopefully bare feet. I know it's winter, I know it's cold. No matter what season it is, do what you can, put on your boots and listen to the snow crunching beneath your feet and get grounded, get connected, and thank and love the earth today. So in today's video, we're going to do a visualization exercise where I'm going to show you a series of images. And I want you to really pay attention to if there's any sensations in your body that these images bring up for you. Pay attention to what it is that captures your attention. Pay attention to the emotions that might come up for you when you look at these images, and try to remember these things because we will discuss them at the end. So take a deep breath and just simply gaze at the images and note or recognize what feelings, sensations, or emotions, or what captures your attention from these images. So as we come back to the tree image here, which I think accurately depicts Taurus energy, my hope was that all of the images at least made you feel some sort of comfort, because Taurus likes to be comfortable. But pay attention to whether it was the couches and the chairs that just looked comfortable to sit in, the beds, the pillows looked comfortable, but also pay attention to maybe the other things in the pictures maybe made you feel comfortable. Maybe it was just the aesthetic or the style, but pay attention to what that style was. Was that very earthy style images that kind of poked out at you? Some of the images specifically had a lot of wood elements to them, whether there was like furniture made of wood, actual trees or mountains in the background to connect to that earth element. So notice if you were drawn to those that had very earthy feels to them. Some of the images had very ornate or decorative details or bright colors. So notice if it was the style or the color that made you feel pleasure. To remember, Taurus is ruled by Venus. So anything that made you feel pleasure was just pleasing to your eye. That's tapping into Taurus energy. And also, again, notice the elements that I talked about, the wood element, but there were other images here that I placed because they had fireplaces and the element of fire in them. I also placed images that had water, pools, or the ocean in the background. And then there were also a lot of images with books or painting, something that like would stimulate your mind, and the air element. So what elements, images, items jumped out at you that made you feel comfortable? I want you to recognize that as Taurus energy. These things that give us pleasure, these physical, tangible things, even if that's just pleasing to the eye, that is Taurus energy. Thanks for taking time out with me today to get cozy with some Taurus energy. Remember that this evening we are transitioning from Taurus into Gemini tonight around 10:30 and into the wee hours of the morning tomorrow. And so we will start out day 9 with Gemini energy tomorrow. We'll see you then. Thanks for hanging out.